Hello guys, what's up? We're just going to develop a role game together. Uh, okay, now let's start. We're just going to do like HTML, this, and it's just good right here. So it's kind of like a good thing to start like this fast. We're just going to say role game, and in the body tag. We have two players, right? Okay, then we're just going to create a div called, let's give it an ID and main div, let's say. In this div, we're going to have two players, so we just have to create two separated divs in the main div. So let's create this, and let's say class sep div, and let's give an ID to this, the div player one. Okay, then so this is just good. Let's copy this and give this 2. So let's say that h1, and let's say player 1, and let's say h1 and player 2. Okay, then this is good. Okay, then so we just really have to connect our style css and index html. So we're just going to do like link, no, not like this, pardon, not like this. We're just going to do like link css, and style css we're just going to say, and style css we're going to like in html background color black. We're just going to look that is that working or not. No, this is not working. Yes, this is right now working. So we just really have two things over here, and background color I'm going to do this white. Okay, now we have two players over here, but I just really want to do like separate the divs in a row. So we just have to do like something like this. Just the first one is over here, and the first one is over here, and the second one is over here, right? So okay, then let's start. And done. We just really have to make it like this. All right. Okay, then I think this is much more cool. Yes, this is more cool. You just really can do full of the window right here. So player 1 and player 2. We have the main div, right? So we're just going to come over here and we say main div, and we're just going to make this background red. Let's fpish, yes. So let's do the padding 0 and margin 0 in HTML, because we just really don't want to these things, right? We just really don't want to add some additional spaces over here. So we just really have to do the same thing in the body. Okay, then so actually they're gone. So we have really kind of like a space over here, right, as you can see. So this is just coming of the h1 tags, because this tags has their own margin and padding properties. So we have set sep div, right? No, we just really have h1. Okay, now we set h1. So if we come over here and let's say h1 padding 0, and margin 0. I think it must be gone. Yes, it's gone right here. So I just really want to put the player 1 over here and the player 2 over here. Like maybe I can show like this. Player 1 over here, player 1 over here, and player 2 over here. So I am just going to say to the main div, in main div, I'm going to say display. No, display flakes. And when I say display flakes, those things are just really behaving like they're kind of like similar objects. So I want them to be like in the center. If I want them to be in the center, I just really want to say align items center, right? No, this is just justify content center. Yes, they're in the center right now, but I don't like this because I want them to separate the main div evenly. So I have to do is space between, I hope so. No, space around. Yes. So this is actually kind of like a thing that I really want to do, because the player 1 and player 2 are separated objects right here, and the value, the measured way over here is equal to this. This is equal to this. So actually these things are actually all equal. So we have player 1 and player 2. We just really have to roll the game, right? We have to create a button for this. So I am going to say this is the main div, and I am going to say div again, and I'm going to give kind of like bottom div to this. So we're just going to create a button that really roll the game. Yes. So this bottom div is just kind of similar to main div. So we're just going to say bottom div and background color. Okay, so we just really don't have to change the color. Width is 100% and display is black, and we're just going to do kind of like we're just going to say display flex and justify content center. So this, yes, this button is just in the center right now. So I want this button a little bit down. So what can I do over here? I am just going to say bottom div margin 10 pixels, but I'm not say the margin top. I'm going to say okay, then, so this is good. Okay, then this is the point. Yeah. So right now we just really can click this and player 1 and player 2, but we have to see the result, right? Because like we just really want to know who have won and who is a winner, the player 1 or the player 2. We just really have to know, right? So okay, what the hell? Yeah. I am going to create paragraph tags over here, and I'm just going to say that result. Yes, and in the bottom div I'm going to say flex direction row. No column. Yes, it's more good. Okay then. So flex direction colon and justify content center. In the paragraph text, I have to do like paragraph, and I'm just going to do like ID para 1 and para 1. Yes. Display inline block, and position is relative. So we have para 1 right here. It's written result and a button, right? So I want this result to be in the center. So what I'm gonna do is bottom div text align center. Is it gonna work? Yes, it has worked. Yeah, the result is right here. So in the result paragraph, we're going to see who have won. Maybe we can do something. And then in player 1's and player 2's scores are so important. So I am going to create something like this. Yes. Okay then, very good. Paragraph, let's say class bottom para. Tom. Yes. We're just going to say bottom para background color green to see the places that they cover. We're just going to say text align center. Yes, more good. And font size and maybe 15 pixels. No, and maybe 25. It's more good, I think. So font weight is 5. No, maybe 700. Yeah, kind of so good. 800. 7. Yeah. Font style italic, maybe. No. What is that? No. What is that? No. Okay then, it's just good. So the player 1 and player 2. When we roll the game, the game is just going to start again, and the player 1 is going to roll a number between 0 and 6, and the player 2 is going to do the same thing again. And then we're just going to compare those things, and we're just going to the program is going to decide who have won. So okay, that's so good. These are actually the total points in the player 1 and player 2, right? Okay then. So player 1 yes, and player 2. Okay then. And player 1, player 2, H1, yeah. Margin top 20 pixels maybe. Yes, more clear. Yep. Right now, scripts in FGS we're going to say, and right now, yes, let's come to the GS. And when we roll the game, so when we press this button, it's just going to be roll the game, yeah. On click, we're just going to say and roll the game. Okay, then good. Then let's try console.log. The game is working right now. Okay then. Let's inspect. Yep. Let's go to the console, and it is written. The game is working right now. When we press to roll the game, we're just going to see the game is working right now. So it's so cool, and we're just going to say let a. Maybe we can do kind of like a function to select a random number. Maybe okay, function random num. Okay then. So let random number equals to math dot floor dot math dot random. I think it's just kind of like this, right? Okay then. So multiplied by 6, and then console.log that random number. And if you really want to see this in the console, we just have to call the random number. Okay, that's so good. Yes, we can see it's just coming right, yeah. But I cannot see any 6. The 0 is over here, and I cannot see some 6. No, I think we just have to do this 7. Okay, so let's fpush over here. Yes, 6, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5. Yes, it's just working. Okay then. We have a good thing right now, and we're not gonna like the random number, and we're just going to return the random number. And let's say player 1 is random number, and let player 2 equals to random number again. So then we're just going to console them player 1. No, I'm just going to do like this. Player 1 plus, oh man, come on. Okay then. Player 2. No, you shouldn't do that, bro. Okay then, our game's working. And if when we roll the game, we just have to select the we just have to select the HTML elements like this, and this. Because when we roll the game, we just have to change these variables and the results. So How we can do that? So I am going to select this h1 tag. Haven't we really got a no, right? Okay, then we're just going to say ID player 1 h1 h1, and I'm just going to do the same thing right here. Tag and h2. No, h1. No, player 2. Yeah. Let player 1 text equals to document dot get elements by ID. Then we just have to say player 1 dot h1. Yes. And no, and then 2 and player 2 text. Yeah. So let player 1. Then after that, we're just going to say player 1 text dot inner HTML is player 1. Then player 2 text dot inner HTML equals to player player 2. Yes, this is yes, it's just working. But we just have to do like as you can see that it's written player 1 and player 2 over here. I just really want to give the results over here, just over here. And then we just have to do like player 1, let's say like this, yes, player 1, and then dollar, then curly brackets, I don't know how to say that. We're just going to say player 1. So at this point, as you can see at the player 1, it's written the player 1 is just kind of like a constant text, and the changing number is this. So it's just good. Okay then, so let's do the same thing just right over here. Let's do that too, and let's do this too, and let's have patient. Okay, it's just good. In the results, we have to select the result. Para 1 result. Let's say just para 1 result, and we're just going to do kind of like an if statement over here. If player 1 text player 1 is greater than player 2, at that point make the result that inner HTML equals to player 1. No, let's do something like this. Player 1 is greater than player 2. Yes. Let's try that. Well, it's written. It's just good. And The winner is player 1. Yes, the player 1. Player 1. No, this is not player 1. At that point, we're just going to copy and paste this over here. As we're just going to put, if it is lower than player 2, we're just going to say no, player 2 is much more greater and the winner is player 2. Roll the game. The 6 and the 5. Yes, the player 1. Player 1. Player 1 again. Now it must be equal, so let's copy this. If they are equal, what the fuck? They are equal. Draw, let's say. Okay, I'm the winner. Okay, I'm the player 2. Then we're just going to increase these numbers over here. So, when player 1 wins, we are going to increase the player 1 score. Let's P1 score. We're just going to say 0. Let's P2 score, and this is just 0 again. So, P1 and P2. Okay, now we're just going to say P1 score equals and plus and equals to 1. Then we're just going to say P2 score is this. Then at these sessions, we just have to choose them, right? Bottom part, bottom row. Okay, then let's ID player 1 score and player 2 score. Yeah. And after this, we're just going to select those freaking elements. Player 2 score, I think that was like this, and score element. At this point, we're just going to say P1 score element equal dots inner HTML equals to P1 score. Let's player 1. The winner is player 1. P1 score Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Maybe this. Huh. Draw the player 2, the player 1 again, player 2, player 1 again. Okay, this is just good. I'm just going to say, we're just going to do the same thing right here, right here. Underscore element, inner HTML MP2 score. Ooh, 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 ooh. Doo, 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 doo. The winner is player 1, the winner is player 2, the winner is player 2, the winner is just really going good. The player 1 has won the game, I think, yeah. Yeah. Let's make this game more looking good.